A lot is happening. A lot is happening. What you're about to hear will shock you. Finally, politicians have started rattling on themselves. They have started exposing themselves. Who are those that are godfathers to people like Bobrisky in our society? You all know what Bobrisky stands for. You all know what Bobrisky represents. So you don't need to think too far. What will give Bobrisky the guts to remodify himself to look like a woman and also go to prison, even though he didn't spend time there, and the prison warders could come to the House of Rep to tell us that Bobrisky has features that appears or that is of a woman. In other words, they are saying Bobrisky, biologically born a male, has become a woman. This type of things does not just happen like that. It only happens if you have a godfather, if you have a strong connection. And we all know what is happening in our society, but underground, we all know, because the constitution does not permit it, and also our culture does not permit it. That is why they cannot publicly pass the bill accepting or allowing this gayism. But then it exists amongst the mighty and powerful in their ranks and file. Today, you're about to hear. Today, you're about to see. You see this Bobrisky thing? It is not only about this very dark black man. Actually, it was not even very dark black man that leaked. It was a guy called Radio Guard that collected all this information from Bobrisky, leaked it out, and also passed it out to very dark black man. Very dark black man simply amplified it, being that he has a lot of followers at this time, at this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a shocker. I want you to prepare yourself, gather yourself together, because you will be listening to a leaked audio, and afterwards you'll be hearing and you'll be seeing the latest that is happening everywhere. Don't scatter. Do not forget to like and share. Don't forget to tap on the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers, those that have been here, I say a very big thank you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, $sign in the middle of it, may God bless you.
You know, like that day I called it, a woman wants to pay me 10,000 pounds. And I think that it's for influencing. So, you know, like people, they don't know how I charge a lot of money for influencing. They don't know, you know. So, but I made them to understand that I charge as far as $100,000 to influence.
$100,000 for influencing. $100,000 for influencing. ECFCC will not go really invest. Nana, I'm really curious of the amount EFCC saw in this account.
I heard him say that he has a Jeep worth 270 million, wristwatches of 2 million, with one of 60 million, and all of that. Now, when they call this millions, it looks as if in Nigeria it's very easy to make these millions. Now, somebody sent me a video, a politician, a renowned politician, sent me a text. A very big politician, I won't call his name, and I won't call the position he's holding. So, and he told me that I should read this thing out. He said, "Good evening, sir. Sir, there is a cult in Nigeria whose members that are male sleep with male in Nigeria to renew that political control. They are not homosexuals by nature, but they are made to have sexual intercourse with fellow men so as to keep being politically relevant. They do this intercourse 3 times a year. I believe Bob is their pimp. He is among those being slept with, along with some other gays. Are you aware he does parties without camera? Those parties are being organized and funded by those cult members during their constant rituals. Nothing will happen to Bobrisky. Some of you do not know that this country is controlled by men who sleep with men to regain political control, and Bobrisky is their pimp. Whenever those cult members want to sleep with men so as to renew their power, they pay Bobrisky millions. Bobrisky, on the other hand, will supply them all their consignment. Sometimes they will organize a party through Bob and come to fish out their men to renew their claim. This is a classical information. Keep it secret, otherwise you might be sued if you divulge it, even though you want to divulge it. Use wisdom." I am reading it exactly as it was sent to me. Now, the part that got me very interested is this thing, which is the last paragraph, the second to the last paragraph. Said, whenever these cult members want to sleep with men so as to renew their power, they pay Bobrisky millions. Bobrisky, on the other hand, will supply them all their consignments. Sometimes they will organize a party through Bob and come to fish out other men to renew their claim. Now, everything here in this video is alleged. It's alleged. It's an opinion. It's not. It's just an allegation. It's alleged. It's not substantiated. But this is what was sent to me, and I said, let me read it out. So, because when you are beginning to wonder where is Bobrisky having money to do all the videos, to spend all the videos, the flaunt monies around, I think this paragraph clearly explains it all. So, I don't intend to say too much, but I urge Nigerians to stand firm and protect the culture that we've been used to. The culture that I know is man marrying a woman and having children and dying peacefully, and their children take care of them. That is the culture I know. Any culture that suggests same-sex attraction, I have never been part of it. I'll use my last breath to fight and save the image of the prick. Because me na prick I get, I can only say what I have. So prick to me is a very dear companion. It's the only thing I know that God took time to create. The fact that people can subject prick into the horrendous torture of chuking it yash to undergo smelly condition, it's repulsive, it's irritating, it's annoying, it's disgusting. So I cannot stand by and see our precious prick being subjected to this ridiculousness that is called homo. That I cannot stand and watch it. Now, we are being ruled. I think there's a cult that is in control of our affairs. And the earlier we fight against it, the better for us. Because this, we don't care whether our roads are bad, whether our hospitals are not functioning, whether our transport system is not functioning. They don't just care. If you like, you cry here to tomorrow that, look, my brother, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know if you know how expensive it is to live now. I have a family of, we are a family of 4 here. But I can tell you that 10,000 naira will not feed us a day. Barely. We survive on 10,000. Just feeding alone. We are not talking about other expenses such as light bill, house rent, transportation, clothing, toiletries, and all of that. Just feeding alone. Now we cannot continue like this. We totally cannot continue like this. And to think that the more the country is deteriorating, some people still find a space to accommodate tribal hatred, religious hatred, beats my imagination. Completely beats my imagination. I thought the hunger and starvation and hardship will force us to unite against a common enemy. But there are some people who are not even necessarily benefiting from this government, but are satisfied by this their primordial proclivities of tribe, of religion, and you wonder why must we suffer because of the foolishness of a small few. We must get our acts together and save this country. And for the youth, this is not a joke. This is not an amusement that you just laugh about and make fun about it. It's a huge something that we must really come together and deal with it squarely. It is time we save the dignity of our pricks, so that our pricks are utilized functionally the way it was created. And that is to go inside Bekus, fertilize egg, and bring out unborn new babies that will grow up to become presidents that have brains. It's annoying. It's annoying. So we cannot begin to stand back and see us ridiculing ourselves because we find ourselves helpless. We are not helpless. All we just simply need to do is to be united in our common goal and put these crazy occultic human beings where they belong. This is not it. And to think that Nigerians can still have time for debate and argument. Somebody called me and said that he was enjoying the video before until I mentioned Peter Obi. So up till now, your problem is still Peter Obi. That he was enjoying the video before until I mentioned Peter Obi. Look, let me tell you till tomorrow. I say it with all my strong heart. So long as you still have that bias against these Igbos, this country will never be good. And they tell you the gospel today. No, I'm not saying don't hate the Igbos, so please hate the Igbos all you want. But so long as that is the way thing you carry in your heart, you want to make the Igbos not to become president or frustrate them to become second-class citizen. I tell you from the depth of my heart, I'm not an Igbo man, I'm an Igbo man. I trust me, I tell some Igbos have really annoyed me seriously. But these Igbos that you are trying to work against, they will eat well. They don't have problem buying food. Go to the market, they are the ones buying food. Go to the car stand, they are the ones buying cars. Go to the shop, they are the ones buying. So they will not. It is you. It is you that will be suffering. So me, I don't get inside all these things. So let the best man win. If the best president is going to come from Yoruba, let him rule. If the best president is going to come from Fulani, let him rule. And so also the best president is going to come from Igbo man, let him rule. But the idea that because somebody is from a certain tribal extraction cannot rule this country, that's a no for me.
Welcome back. You heard what our guest said. That nothing whatsoever, not even the least, will happen to Bobrisky. Why? Unless God decides to punish Bobrisky personally. Of course, he's going to use human beings too. And at times, he could afflict him with some health crisis that he will not deal with. But our God is a loving God. He does not think like human beings. But if Bobrisky is not the beginning of the influence, and there is something much more deeper, then God does his thing as God. We also have human beings that can also turn events around. The law does not permit the activities that Bobrisky might be onto secretly. But what our guest is saying here is this, that Bobrisky, we should forget it, that the high and mighty that are involved in gazing, those set of people will not allow anything before Bobrisky. Bobrisky is a poster child for these people. These people, in their own time, and even now, they cannot present themselves publicly. They cannot. You heard what Bobrisky said? He said, my godfather said, never, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, Bobrisky, you cannot be in prison. How can you be in prison? How can my food be dropped inside of prison where different bowlers will bowlify my Bobrisky? No, it's not possible. Bobrisky cannot end in prison. Did Bobrisky spend time in prison? We don't even know. Did Bobrisky get a VIP section of the prison? We don't even know. We cannot even say. But as it is right now, information is all over the place that politicians that are into this activity, these politicians that are into this inordinate affection, craziness, that these politicians will not allow Bobrisky spend time in prison. Ladies and gentlemen, I know there are a lot of issues that we have in our society. Some might even say, how is Bobrisky a problem to us that we should face our corrupt politicians rather than the likes of Bobrisky? They might even say, after all, in countries where things work, they have the likes of Bobrisky and nothing has happened. Their life is moving forward. So why should Bobrisky be a problem? Why should Bobrisky be a problem? Some might even say, and those people that will say this are those that are advocating for such practices that Bobrisky is involved in. Wahala. They say be like bicycle. We have some Bobrisky wannabe all over Nigeria. They are all coming out from different walks of life. Some of them got confidence, more of it, because of Bobrisky. Bobrisky had bragged. In fact, Bobrisky had bragged so much in an audio that got leaked. In this audio, Portable and Bobrisky were exchanging words at each other. This came when Bobrisky won Best Dressed Female. And Eniola, actress, who had promoted this foolishness, claiming that it was for the promotion of her movie, she realized that she stepped into what she was not supposed to step into. Her movie did not sell. Bobrisky, trying to justify and defend himself and prove to Nigerians and whoever that he is so powerful, they decided to open book for Bobrisky. Inside the book, they saw one, and it was naira mutilation. They decided to add into Bobrisky's file money laundering. But that did not hold water because they checked his account and they felt, well, we do not have evidence to show and prove this. If we are to go with this money laundering, it's going to take a long time. And there's a possibility, a very huge one, that certain godfathers might decide to step into this and scatter this matter. Also, this could also draw certain LGBT sympathizers who will quickly jump on this and use this as an avenue. Let us scrap it and take a little money. According to Bobrisky, he said he had paid money. Is it true? I don't know. Did he pay? I don't know. Did he not pay? I don't know. But Bobrisky claimed, I paid money to certain people who helped me to stay out of prison. They didn't allow me to stay in prison for a much more humongous crime. I stayed out of prison. I enjoyed myself, my time outside, and I have a godfather. I have a Godfather. He kept repeating this Godfather thing that got on the nerves of a lot of people. I have a Godfather. This is the reason why Bobrisky will not easily get out of this matter, because there are certain people who are hungry. They want to know, who are this Godfather? Not because they don't know. They know. But Godfather of Bobrisky, or those that might be into these activities of Bobrisky, of course, we have people who know these things. They know. They know who is who. But do you have evidence? And if you have evidence, how can you arrest such people? You cannot arrest them because they are connected. They are the movers and shakers. They are connected to certain people. Right? But if we continue in this vein, if we continue to say certain people, this is how our society will be muddled up, crushed, destroyed forever. It's as simple as that. Well, if we are to go by what the gentleman that spoke just said, that Bobrisky will not go to prison, he will not go to prison, I think he's saying certain part of the reality, but we cannot accept mediocrity. We cannot accept to be weak. We will not allow certain few people who have connected themselves pretend that they are more powerful and stronger than everybody. It's as simple as that.